It's a beautiful home, and that takes away from it.
Penny Waterman in Blue Eye says her roof is shiny.
It almost looks like a tinted mirror. It didn't look like our original roof.
Before the glow, Waterman says there was grit.
When we did have the hailstorm, we noticed a lot of grit around on the driveway.
Her insurance company says it's not hail damage, so it won't pay to fix it, stating it's a manufacturing defect. Waterman filed a complaint through the state. She was again denied for the same reason. Then she turned to the shingle maker, Tamco, and got this packet. She's instructed to mail back a shingle sample.
We weren't willing to pull a shingle off. I didn't want my 83-year-old husband to be on the roof. My son-in-law got up there and he said if you took it off it would leave damage.
This packet encourages the homeowner to hire a pro to do this.
And it's on the backside too.
But Waterman does not want to spend the money. The form reads she'll be reimbursed $100 if the shingle meets the limited warranty claim.
It's not right.
What would make this situation right?
If Tamco would just fess up and, pay for the roof, or at least part of it. I mean, it is their fault. If and when we put our house on the market, that will be the first thing that a buyer will say, you need to pay for a new roof. And that takes away from your profit.
In Green Forest, Arkansas, Tammy McCants went ahead and bit the bullet.
Once I saw this color, I felt like it would look good on my home.
She just bought this new metal roof. She says her Tamco shingles started to crack and buckle after 10 years.
It first started in my kitchen dining room area. There was a small leak and it just continued to grow.
She thought hail damage, but when she saw this, she believed something was seriously wrong.
It had totally clogged the downspout. Of course, there were leaves in there, but it was basically the grit that had just completely clogged it up and set up like cement and caused the downspout basically to back up and kind of explode out of the seam.
McCants mailed in a sample shingle. Tamco offered her this settlement package. Inside, a $100 reimbursement check for removing the sample, plus this material certificate, which is a prorated deal for a limited supply of the same type of shingle.
I did not want Tamco shingles back on my house. I didn't want to go through this process again.
Then she filed a complaint with the Arkansas Attorney General. Tamco dropped the material discount if McCants would accept $1,000.
I was out a lot more than $1,000, and I was not satisfied with that offer. And I bought these shingles in good faith. They were supposed to last 25 years. They haven't.
This complaint with the Arkansas Attorney General is unresolved. Tamco's Director of Communications, Kim Eckerman, tells On Your Side that $1,000 is the cash amount stated in the warranty. The Joplin-based company is facing class action lawsuits. Customers accuse the company of consumer fraud. Court documents read Tamco failed to warn its customers of these problems, and Tamco concealed its knowledge of the defects. Tamco has repeatedly denied these claims. Eckerman denied our on-camera interview request, but answered a few, but not all, of our 2 pages of questions through email. Frivolous lawsuits are an unfortunate part of doing business in many industries. Most manufacturers of roofing and construction materials in America have dealt with them. As for my questions about Waterman's roof, Eckerman told me in an email, as soon as they send samples and photos, we can complete the process to resolve their claim. But that's not where this story ends.
Just introduced herself as Kim Eckerman from Tamco. It went very smoothly, and they weren't here very long, maybe 30 minutes.
Waterman got a home visit from Tamco employees a few days after On Your Side started asking questions.
I was very surprised. I thought, wow, I think maybe I've stirred up a pot of beans here.
Eckerman asked Waterman to get 2 estimates for a new roof.
Enclosed, you will find a check for $11,635.
Waterman ordered new shingles that are not Tamco.
I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad that I contacted you. You're amazing. We've gotten it done, and I'm happy.
Waterman wants to see other upset customers like McCants get the same results.
They're not being fair with everyone. I'm tickled for those other people. I'm glad. I'm ecstatic that they're getting some results, but I don't understand why I can't get those same results.
I asked Kim Eckerman to explain Tamco's decision to buy the Watermans a new roof. My questions were not answered. Tamco still makes those shingles. There are no recalls. Make sure you understand your warranty when you buy. Keep all those documents. You're advised to get your roof inspected every 3 to 5 years by a reputable company. For On Your Side, I'm Ashley Reynolds.
So this is a lot of the odds and ends that they had left from doing it.
Mike Wilson had high
them all
hopes
up.
of a Memorial Day cookout with his grandkids.
What is this?
A pool.
Is it done?
No.
They keep seeing it and want to know when we're going to get to swim. When are we going to get to swim?
It's not finished.
Mike won't let his grandchildren here in the backyard because of safety reasons, but also for health reasons. Every time it rains, as you can imagine, this is a breeding ground for mosquitoes.
We were supposed to be able to even use it last year. She had promised that, we'd be able to use it last year, and we just didn't get to it.
He hired Martin Pools last July. The company has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Wilson says he was told the project would only take a few weeks.
She didn't put that in the contract at all.
You regret that?
Yes.
Is your pool complicated?
No, it's just a rectangle pool.
Wilson paid his deposit and then some.
Almost $50,000.
Weeks turned into months. Months turned into winter.
Text, phone calls. I've got copies of all the texts that I sent, and just can't get any answers.
Workers with the Home Builders Association say get an estimate schedule in writing.
Have clear lines of communication, because if something happens, you need to say, okay, it rained this week, so what does that do to the schedule?
On Your Side requested the building permit from Christian County. It does not exist.
There's a reason we have codes. There's a reason we have inspectors. Any legitimate contractor is going to pull that permit. They're going to get those inspections done, and that safeguards them and you as the consumer.
After one day of unreturned phone calls, on Tuesday, On Your Side went to the business address listed for Martin Pools. I left a note. Stopped by for comment. Our story airs Wednesday at 6, leaving my phone number. That was 4 hours ago. Since then, Lisa Martin and I have played a lot of phone tag. Her contractor tells me she will be here at 3:15 to talk with us. Let's see if she's here. My note's still here. I left another note to show we did come back.
Still want to use it this summer, and all we ask is that she'd finish it.
We still have not heard from Lisa Martin. A man claiming to be her contractor has called on her behalf, but has not provided us proof he worked on the project. He also says he was not paid. Remember, Mike showed us his checks with Lisa's endorsed signature. Now, not having that building permit could result in fines and penalties. This week, Mike's attorney sent a demand letter to Lisa Martin. If she does not finish the pool soon, the issue might go to court. Steve?
Right in here, as you can see, I've got beautiful double fridges.
Amber Saunders owns 2 refrigerators.
I just like that it was stainless steel. That's like the big thing, and the ice maker.
She bought it from CNC Appliance, now known as Appliances and More.
It stopped working about not even 24 hours after I got it. Got all this food, like a few $100s worth of food, stocked it up. The next morning I woke up and it was dead warm. All the food was bad.
Weeks turned into months. She ended up buying another fridge. She had no luck at getting a refund or a trade.
It annoys me and it makes me mad. That's $500 sitting there that I never got back or got to use.
It came with no handles, no kick panel. We got the one handle for the freezer.
Same goes for Susie Carrier.
And as you can see, the top lights don't work. The bottom lights do. But if I come over here and unplug it, plug it back in, now those lights will work for a little while.
May I grab your butter?
Yep.
What do you think about that? It's pretty soft.
There's another one that's pretty soft. It's even got some liquid in the bottom of it. He got a total of $450 out of me, cash.
So what do you want?
I want my money back, or a refrigerator that works.
On Your Side did homework on Appliances and More.
No business licenses were found. So does that mean that they don't have one currently and they're still in business? How is that possible?
He's gone 5 months without having a business license.
Nice.
That's so crazy. Oh my gosh, you just blew my mind with that.
Now, I've tried to call him numerous times. He never answers the phone.
Hi. I'm Ashley Reynolds with KY3.
Harvey Solomon is the owner.
Harvey, why are you operating without a business license?
My secretary's got cancer. She does all my paperwork.
Why can't you take care of it so you can reasonably operate a business?
I've been spending my money taking care of her. The 1st of June, I intend to get it.
What do you want to say to these upset customers? I got at least 2 that say that they can't get a hold of you and they didn't get what they paid for.
I cannot hear on the phone. My secretary takes care of all that.
We noticed this sign. It's also on Susie's receipt.
What does that mean? If you want it fixed, you have to bring it back?
Yes.
Even if Susie brings her fridge back for the repair, Solomon told us he does not know how to fix refrigerators. He has trouble hiring those who do.
I can't find people to work for me.
No business license means he's not paying city or state sales tax.
Do they know you're not paying taxes?
I'm trying to like I said, I'm trying to get the money so I can do it.
Nobody needs to be going there.
Tonight we're hearing from more people who say they were also ripped off by a group claiming to be with a road department offering driveway services.
Now there are 6 homeowners with gravel-like driveways who say they paid for pavement. We have video and photos of the men, the workers, thanks to one viewer, because they got him too.
Here's Ashley Reynolds with our ongoing investigation.
Yeah, they're getting ready to start with the first dump truck load, but the lights here on their skid steer, it matches lights of highway departments and county lights they use.
That's them.
I would say this is a big-time fraud operation.
All Asphalt Services knocked on Greg Gaines' door.
They had everything that made them official. I mean, the asphalt machine that lays it, if they build a new highway, that's what you're going to see is this machine.
He paid more than $10,000 for his 1/5 of a mile driveway to be paved.
It sure upsets this old Marine. Just came out gravel.
It was his father's dying wish.
Right now, I'm starting to get excited because we're getting the driveway my father wanted us to have. So I was videotaping it. I wanted to show my mom.
Greg took video and photos for memories. Now it's evidence.
There's their machine that compacts and drives over it. You see them all the time. 220 New Holland skid steer. But there's the vest. There's the vest. Look for a guy with a mohawk.
I understand completely. I'm more concerned about, job getting done right. You know what I mean?
The whole time we're working, it takes 3 days to cure. It takes 3 days to cure. It took 3 days for them to do it, cash the check, and run. If you see this white front dump truck with a red back or a black dump truck or 2 dump trucks pulling this equipment or the silver and red pickup, immediately call 911 and let them know the scam we've been seeing with Ashley on KY3. They're here. These people are working across the street or wherever they might be. We got to stop them from hurting other people.
Greg is talking with law enforcement. On Your Side is not showing plate numbers nor saying names because at this point, we don't know what's true. It's common in these situations for people not to use their real name or vehicles. If a road crew tells you they have extra materials and they'll cut you a deal, shut the door. Remember, as we told you last night, MoDOT crews and crews working for MoDOT cannot, by state statute, use public resources on private property. Ethan?
Well, he's back in Springfield Federal Court, and customers heard don't expect to get your money back.
Now to an update in our ongoing investigation into a bankrupt Springfield sunroom business. Here's On Your Side reporter Ashley Reynolds.
Steve and Lisa, you know this story. Nearly 50 customers tell On Your Side they paid Springfield Sunrooms, also known as Four Seasons, more than $500,000, and the jobs are not done. The company closed and filed for bankruptcy. The owner, Michael Hirahar, has now too. Today was what's called the annual meeting of creditors for his personal bankruptcy case. No cameras allowed inside federal court, but I was there.
Mike owes my girlfriend and me $23,500.
$34,300. $34,200 plus damages.
$19,000.
$12,300.
$62,160.
These customers were just told by a court worker, don't bank on getting a refund.
When someone hauls you to the cleaners for $34,000, then it's hard to take, and you're not going to get it back.
95 pages of bankruptcy court documents show a long list of creditors. Topping the list, Uncle Sam. Michael Hirahar is also behind on his Missouri taxes. He moved and recently bought a $317,000 home in Oklahoma City.
There's no way that this man is financially bankrupt.
Spring into savings and save 2 ways this month.
Hirahar is employed. He's selling sunrooms. Again.
We'll make you feel right at home.
But now for a different company. He said in court how much money he makes.
When you put in salary and commission, he's making $175 and whatever his wife is pulling down. And that's pretty good for somebody who goes bankrupt both personally and in business.
With my camera in hand, I had a few questions. His attorney stepped in.
Michael, can you tell me why you're still selling sunrooms?
Because he has to make a living.
Well, these people
which he's entitled. That's up to the trustee and on whether they recover anything.
He obviously has no scruples. He obviously is a fraudster. He's a crook, and he should be jailed.
Anything else?
Anything you want to tell those customers?
I don't think so.
The Missouri Attorney General is investigating. Upset customers can file complaints.